How can you spot a poker pro faking amateur play? Imagine sitting at a poker table and thinking you're up against a complete rookie, only to realize later that they might be a seasoned pro pretending to be inexperienced. Spotting this kind of player can give you a big edge. It all comes down to observing their behavior, decision-making, and how they handle their emotions. First, keep an eye on their emotional control. Genuine amateurs often get visibly excited after winning or frustrated after losing. They might show signs of tilt or overreact to bad beats. A pro-faking amateur play will stay calm and steady, rarely showing frustration or overconfidence. Their emotional state remains consistent, which is a subtle but clear sign they're hiding their true skill level. Next, watch how they play their hands. Even if they make some obvious mistakes, their overall strategy will still be solid. They might enter pots from late positions with a wider range of hands or fold strong hands early. These choices show they understand position and pot odds but are pretending to be less experienced. They may also make some deliberate errors to appear inexperienced, but their core strategy remains sharp. Another clue is their play style. True amateurs tend to play unpredictably, sometimes too loose, sometimes too tight, without clear reasoning. A pro-faking amateur play will avoid obvious patterns. They will balance their actions, making it hard to read them. They will also avoid chasing weak draws or calling without reason, which are common amateur tendencies. Table image is also a key factor. Pros understand how others see them. When faking amateur play, they might intentionally make mistakes to look loose or inexperienced, encouraging others to bet more aggressively against them. This manipulation is calculated, unlike genuine amateurs who are unaware of their image. Recovery from setbacks is another sign. Amateurs often tilt or lose focus after a bad hand, making poor decisions. A pro pretending to be an amateur will recover quickly, minimizing losses and returning to solid play. They might make fox errors to keep up appearances but will quickly regain their composure. Look for their ability to read opponents. Even when acting like an amateur, a pro will notice tendencies and adjust their play accordingly. They avoid common amateur pitfalls like ignoring betting patterns or failing to fold marginal hands. Their adaptation is more subtle and consistent than a true amateur's. Finally, consider their focus on long-term results. Pros think about overall strategy rather than individual hands. When faking amateur play, they might seem result-oriented but will still avoid reckless moves that could jeopardize their game. Amateurs tend to get emotionally affected by short-term swings, which influences their decisions negatively. If you watch a player over multiple hands and sessions, these signs become clearer. Notice if their mistakes seem too controlled or if they bounce back quickly after losses. Pay attention to how they use position and whether their so-called errors are actually traps or attempts to exploit common amateur tendencies. Recognizing these signs helps you adjust your approach and stay cautious, knowing you might be up against a skilled player hiding behind an amateur facade.